Hello everyone, and welcome to the Medicine Wolf YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. And today is another prequel to the Arctic Ocean trip, if you will. So I've never done what I'm about to do today, and that is buy a motorcycle trailer. I have 3 motorcycles, yet I have no trailer. And after doing a lot of research, I've decided on this brand. So tune in and come along with my journey today. So why am I even considering buying a trailer right before my trip, you might ask? The answer is simple. If you've been following the videos, you know that I was in an accident a few weeks ago and I fractured 3 ribs. So I'm thinking to myself, what if I get a couple days into the trip and my ribs are killing me and I just can't go on even with ibuprofen or whatever? And I'm come to the conclusion that it's a safety net. If I want to make it to the Arctic Ocean, I need to have a trailer. And I've bounced this off several of my friends, including a couple people who are going to be on the trip, and they all agree. I just don't know how I'm going to hold up. Because when you ride, you sit straight up and you're on the bars, obviously, and it activates other muscles around your ribs that haven't been used in a while because I haven't been riding. I haven't been doing a whole lot of anything except getting out and walking. So we'll look at that as an insurance policy, if you will, just in case that I can't go on or it's too painful. Instead of just turning around and abandoning the trip, I can just throw the bike on the trailer for a day or whatever, take a day off and continue the trip. Also, if it's pouring down rain and I'm going to get into some really muddy, nasty dirt, I'm probably going to trailer the bike because I don't want to go down having not been fully healed or close to fully healed, because it can just refracture those if I take another fall. Trust me, I do not want to be doing this. I really don't. It's not at the top of my mind. I don't want to be spending this money. I don't want to be doing this. But it's the smart thing to do. And I really want to ride all the way there. I don't want to put the bike on the trailer. As far as I'm concerned, trailers are for old people. And yes, I guess technically I'm an old people, at least according to society. But in my mind, I'm not. We're gonna go meet my friend Caroline, and we're gonna go drive to the trailer place. So we're gonna see how this is gonna go. It's my first motorcycle trailer I've ever bought in my life. So this should be an interesting experience. Come along. So here we are, we're on our way to
the roundabout. Take the first exit onto Arcasandi Road.
That's Caroline's foreign navigator. That helps with the loneliness, doesn't it?
Sure.
So Caroline will be she will be driving this car to the Arctic Ocean.
This is Hank the Tank.
This car will be here.
Use the right lane to merge.
And she will be my sag wagon, I guess. Pulling the trailer that we're about to go buy. It's not that fun to buy a trailer, but it's a necessary thing. And I can't believe how expensive trailers are. How are you feeling about this trailer buying experience?
I feel great about it.
Yeah, it's because it's not her money, that's why. Well, this is it. There is no unboxing when it comes to trailers. You just kind of see it sitting here in a parking lot, which I guess makes it less climactic, anticlimactic. Although I never really understood the whole unboxing thing to begin with. Looks pretty solid. $4,000. Yikes. I'm thinking of all the things I could be doing with that money. That'd buy a lot of cheeseburgers, I'm thinking. All right, let's talk about trailers, shall we? I went there and they showed me the trailer that I was prepared to buy, and what happened was they said they did not get a spare, even though they told me that the spare was included, and so they could not come down on the trailer. So basically we waited out in the heat. Nobody came out and talked to us, even though he said, oh, let me check on some numbers. He never came back. We had to go in there. And they just didn't really seem like they wanted to sell us the trailer. So we walked. And I'd like to introduce you to our third member of the trip, Dimitri.
Hello, everyone.
So yeah, Dimitri he's gonna be along for entertainment. He's done some comedy work in the past. And if we need anything seriously fixed or stuff we just don't want to do, we're gonna tell Dimitri to do it. That's kind of the plan.
I'm right on it.
Yeah. So here's the plan. We're gonna trailer my bike from Flagstaff to Seattle, because otherwise I'd have to do some 500 mile days right off the bat. And with my ribs, I'm just not ready to do that just yet. And then I'm gonna ride from there. And as a safety precaution, we're gonna tow the trailer the entire length of the trip. So 8,000 miles, we'll be pulling a trailer. Well, what kind of trailer? A U-Haul trailer. So everybody says they're great. They're a little heavy, 850 pounds. The one I was gonna buy would have been about 450. But that gives me some insurance, as I've said before, about carrying a trailer. And my friends are insistent on taking the trailer. So that is the plan. So I want to go over our routes, as we're going to be starting from Seattle. And originally we're thinking just doing 175 miles for the first day and staying in Hope. But I think we're probably going to go up to Cache Creek and stay there the first night. And then we're going to go up, and this is Prince George. I've actually been in Prince George a few years ago on the motorcycle. It's not that exciting of a town. So we're going to turn left here, and we're going to go on the Cassiar Highway. And then we're going to go up through here all the way up to Watson Lake. And then we're going to hit the Alcan Highway going left. And we're going to go through here. And then this is into Alaska right here. You can see that. And this is we're gonna come up here. This is Fairbanks. And this is Coldfoot. We're gonna be staying there one night. And this is our ultimate destination, Dead Horse, or Prudhoe Bay. You can see that. It's the northernmost drivable road in the world. So we're thinking we're going to get there about 9-10 days after we start. And then once we stay here, we're going to come back down through Coldfoot. We're going to come back down to the Kenai Peninsula, to Homer, down through here. And then kind of retrace our steps back on the Alaska Highway, back right to here, to Prince George again. But this time, instead of coming back down, we're going to be going over here to end up in the Banff area and Canmore and do some pretty sweet hikes over there. That's the plan. And of course, this is all subject to change. We just don't know how it's all going to pan out at the end of the day. So it's a very, tentative route because it could change at any time. The only thing we're locked into is Cold Foot and Prudhoe Bay. We've already made reservations. You have to book them months in advance. So we have to be there on certain dates. Other than that, we can do whatever we want. So it's going to be exciting. The bike's on the trailer and we're ready to roll. So we will see you on the other side. Well, I got something right before the trip. I had a little impulse to buy just one more thing, actually two more things for my motorcycle. So come on, I'll show you what I got. So those are the Moscow Moto backcountry panniers, 35 liter on both sides. Super easy to mount and install. And I'll have the top box up here. Right now we're in process of loading the vehicle. We got the trailer and yeah, things are happening. So tomorrow, Caroline and Barbara will drive the motorcycles to somewhere in Utah, and then we'll end up in Seattle on Friday, where I will meet them. We will start the trip on Saturday. So we're very, very excited for the trip, but I am super excited about these. I got the extra pocket on the back for a little extra storage here. So that's nice. They're easy to screw on. They don't have as much room as a hard box, but I talked to my friend Steve, and he's like, if you're gonna do that much dirt, you need the soft bags. So $1,200 later, and I've got some soft bags. But the nice thing is I can use them on my KTM. They'll fit on that as well. So I'm really excited about them, and we'll see you soon.